With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion, Hill. Tua going to run again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The Ravens had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, set, 10 black. Striker, 3-3, ready.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From midfield, here's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
They'll run with Hall, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Two to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it now with Mostert. He juked him. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hall again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Easy, man.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this returnable for Hill.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits advantage, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants. to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial's pride. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping on what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up for love, dancing in a drought. Tell her to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the is council code to dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the queens, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I be lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Two and a throw right away. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battled.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down catch there by Jalen Waddle. What a promising debut for the 6th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Led all rookies with 104 receptions, mainly catching passes from his college teammate, Tua Tagovailoa.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score.
Raheem Mostert.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. After one, it's 9-0. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 31 yards. yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 16.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson going to run. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Red, roll.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson, option right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Give up the middle. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
handoff for Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. That one unable to develop, never got good.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me control. But they want you to say, let them see. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, those to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow. I be lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I'm painted like a fool. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the